Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for Academic Vocabulary Set 2. So here we have our word list, our vocabulary list. I'm going to read out the words. I want you to listen carefully, repeat the word, and pay attention to the tone of my voice. Nobody likes somebody speaking in the same tone. It's very dull and very boring. Okay, so number 1, concept. 2, significant. 3, proportion. 4, traditional. 5, apparent. 6, reveal. 7, precise. 8, virtually. 9, fundamental. 10, adequate. So our first word is concept, prepositions of, in. So when we have a concept, we have an idea, or we have a notion about something. You know, I had a new concept. Okay, so broad, modern, traditional. It is very difficult to define the concept of beauty. Significant. When we talk about something that's significant, it's something that's important. It's something that's relevant or even critical to the situation. So highly, extremely, deeply. There has been a significant increase in the number of startups in the US in recent years. Proportion, preposition of. So when we talk about proportion, we talk about amounts or sharing, a share, a proportion of the profits, or a portion, a part. Okay, so considerable, substantial, increasing, average. The report shows that poor families spend a larger proportion of their income on food. Traditional. So when we talk about something that's traditional, it's something that's old-fashioned, something that's conventional, something that we regularly do and have always done. Okay, so quite, rather, essentially. Method, costume, cuisine. The school uses a combination of modern and traditional methods for teaching reading. Apparent. So if something is apparent, it's become evident, it's become clear. We could even say it's obvious. Okay, so become, start that again. Be, become, seen. Her excitement was apparent to everyone. Reveal. So when we reveal something, we show something, we disclose it. Okay, so reveal that, where, why, how. Reveal a secret. Her biography revealed that she was not as rich as everyone thought. Precise. So when something is precise, it's exact, it's accurate. Okay, so extremely, very, absolutely, precise calculation, estimation. We don't know the precise details of the story yet. Virtually. So virtually, another word for virtually would be practically. So almost, you know. So virtually, impossible, identical. The twins are virtually identical. Fundamental. So when we're talking about something that's fundamental, it's something that's basic, it's something that's essential. Okay. So fundamental, issue, principle, difference. We need to make fundamental changes to the way in which we treat our environment. Adequate. So adequate, it means when you have enough, time, adequate time, enough, or it's sufficient. Okay, so completely, hardly, quite. I didn't have adequate time to prepare. Right, gap fill exercises. So we're going to have a look at the words at the top. You have a choice of 5. Read the sentences, read them carefully, and then make your choice. And then we will go through the answers together. So your words are concept, significant, proportion, traditional, apparent. Number 1. A large proportion of the students were sick last week. 2. It was apparent from her face that she was really upset. 3. Prevention plays a central role in traditional medicine. 4. He introduced the concept of selling books via the internet, via or via, you can say it both ways. 5. Penicillin was an extremely significant medical discovery. Part 2 of the gap fill exercise. Words at the top are reveal, precise, virtually, fundamental, adequate. So take some time. Number 6. Children need adequate amounts of nutritious food to grow up strong and healthy. 7. It is evident that fresh air is fundamental to good health. I'll read that again. It is evident that fresh air is fundamental to good health. 8. Statistics reveal that most savings cooperatives with women leaders are successful. 9. We cannot make a precise calculation of the price until we have all the costs. 10. A generation ago, home computers were virtually unknown. Now we're on to multiple choice, our second exercise of the lesson. So I want you to read the sentences carefully, and then you have a choice of A, B, or C. Then we're going to go through the answers together. Number 1. The concept of evolution has been debated for hundreds of years. Number 2. Penicillin was an extremely significant medical discovery. 3. The precise cause of the disease is unknown. 4. Water is fundamental to survival of all species. 5. Children make up a large proportion of the world's population. On to the second part of multiple choice. So please take your time. Number 6. After analysing the evidence, the detective would reveal the answer to the mystery surrounding the bank robbery. 7. Most plastic items are virtually indestructible. 8. The traditional roles of men and women have changed in the last generation. 9. It soon became apparent that no one was going to come to the conference. 10. Everyone in the world should have access to adequate food and clean water. Now we're on to the restatement part of the lesson, which is also known as paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is when we have sentences that are very similar, almost the same in meaning. Okay, so I want you to read the first sentence and then read the second sentence, paraphrasing with your choice of A, B, or C. Number 1. Children often grasp new ideas more quickly than adults do. Adults generally have a harder time grasping new concepts than children. 2. The outcome is extremely important for the province's future. The result is highly significant for the future of the province. 3. Dangerous materials were detected in a large percentage of the goods examined. A high proportion of the products tested were found to contain harmful chemicals. 4. The local people still use regular farming practices which have been used for hundreds of years. Traditional agricultural methods which have been used for hundreds of years are still practiced by the locals. 5. It is evident that the medicine has a number of unpleasant side effects. It is apparent from scientific studies that the drug has some fairly nasty side effects. Okay, we're on to the second part of this part of the lesson, so please take your time, repeat the exercise. Number 6. A new study uncovered that learning a language improves memory. A recent survey revealed that language learning enhances our mental capacity. 7. We need the exact data on sales to finish this task. Precise sales figures are required to complete the project. 8. Almost all of the students take the bus to school. Virtually all the children come to school by bus. 9. Let me express a few essential concepts that we hold dear. Let me state a couple of fundamental principles which we value highly. 10. His employees did not get sufficient safety training. None of his workers received adequate safety training. Okay, and that is the end of our lesson. Thank you everybody for joining me, and I will see you next time.